Welcome to English 201 Shakespeare. In this course introduction video, I will present an overview of the course, then take a look at the Canvas structure for this course, and then talk a little bit about the syllabus and requirements for the course. So in this course, students will be introduced to the plays of William Shakespeare, studying 5 plays: Richard III, Much Ado About Nothing, Hamlet, Macbeth, and The Tempest. These plays begin with Shakespeare's first hit, Richard III, a history play written in 1592 or 1593, and end with Shakespeare's The Tempest, one of his last plays, a comedy written in 1611. In addition to the history plays and 2 comedies, including The Tempest and Much Ado About Nothing, we'll be looking at 2 of Shakespeare's most well-known tragedies, Hamlet and Macbeth, and we'll view the Franco Zeffirelli film version of Hamlet starring Mel Gibson and Glenn Close, so you'll want to get access to that film however you locate your DVD viewing or online viewing. In addition to familiarity with Shakespeare's plays, English 201 also provides students with a review of literary terminology, practice in literary reading and analysis, and practice in synthesizing ideas with those belonging to peers and scholars. This knowledge and skills benefits students by making them better prepared for upper division English writing coursework and for a culture in which knowledge of Shakespeare is assumed, and also equipping them with critical thinking and communication skills necessary across academic and professional pursuits. This term I am teaching English 201 for the first time, although I've taught Shakespeare's plays in other contexts, and I'll be assisted by Ms. Mary Deviney, who will be the teaching assistant this term. We look forward to getting to know you through interaction on the discussion board and assignment submissions. So now I'm going to go out of PowerPoint and go into Canvas, and here I'm in the student view of Canvas. The course isn't published yet, so there's a little bit of miscellaneous stuff showing up on the screen that won't be there when you log in, obviously, since you've already done that. I just want to call your attention to the left-hand column where there are some links, and those links stay in the left-hand column wherever you go in this course. The home should be obvious. Also, I just want to call your attention to modules. Modules is the place to start. All coursework is organized into chronological modules by week, so that's the easiest way to navigate. If you want to find a particular assignment, a discussion, or a quiz, you can click on those directly, but it's easier to navigate through modules, so please try to use modules unless you're looking for something specifically. Grades allows you to track your scores, and I consider it to be the beginning of a conversation with you about your grades, so please contact me with any questions. And People also provides a roster of participants in the course. Okay, now I'm going to go into modules. You can kind of see what's there. Obviously, again, if you've located this lecture, you've already found the Week 1 course introduction. So generally the modules are comprised of lectures, discussions, and assignments. There are more modules during Week 1 as we orient to the course and start getting to know Shakespeare, and these are intended for use all term. So you'll see there's a literary reading lecture module, Week 1 literary reading and terminology review, so you can always come back to that if you're wondering about literary terms. There's also Shakespeare and his context, which has a lot of information about him that'll be useful. And then the Week 1 module, actually the focus is on Richard III and getting that play read. So you want to kind of move through the other parts quickly until you get here, and then spend most of the week reading the play and getting to know it, and then participating on the quote bank discussion. All the other modules will focus on 1 week on the play, reading the play and getting to know the play, and a 2nd week on analysis. You can kind of see, once this is available, we'll be working on analysis of Richard III next week. So you have to get involved in the quote bank first this week, and then Week 2 will open and you'll be able to start to work on some analysis of that play. Okay, now I'm going to go take a look at the syllabus. Here it is. There are no required books. We'll be relying on digital copies of the plays from the Folger Shakespeare Library. So that's a benefit in terms of cost. If you do like to read print versions, there are plenty of used bookstore versions of Shakespeare available. You can go access those and read in book form, which I like to do. So now I'm scrolling down to the means of assessment and grading just to highlight the fact there's 1,000 points possible in this course. And you can kind of see how that is structured in terms of participation, quizzes, papers, peer feedback, and the final. Each unit, that is each 2-week unit, includes 2 quizzes. Usually there's one related to literary study and one related to the play under consideration. And these are open book, open note quizzes intended to assist you in confirming that you've acquired the basics of the topics we've covered. So they're really just hopefully to make you feel good so that you know what you know. The course includes 2 formal papers. They're about 4 pages apiece. The first is a close reading where students select topics from the first 2 plays to analyze. So you can pick something in one of the plays. And the second is a summary response paper that summarizes a scholarly article about one of the later plays and makes an argument in response. Both papers involve making claims supported by quoted and analyzed textual evidence from the plays, and that approximates the kinds of arguments made by literary scholars. This is what professionals do, only in a shorter version. Both papers involve a rough draft, peer feedback, and revision. And you're encouraged to seek feedback also from the tutors in the EOU Writing Center. And if you want extra credit for that, just provide evidence of having received that feedback. The final exam will be an essay reflecting on literary learning from the term and your understanding of Shakespeare's plays overall. So in terms of my access to Canvas, I'm just going to go back to the home there. I usually get in 2 or 3 times a week. I read all posts, but I don't always respond. I try to score materials within a week of submission. But toward the end of the term, I often fall behind because I just get overwhelmed with grading, and I'm currently massively overwhelmed with email. So if there's something that needs attention quickly and I haven't responded to your email, please just give me a call and tell me to look at my email. Sorry, just the nature of this work seems to make email back up. Ms. Davini will also be participating in class discussions and assisting in scoring your work, and she is available to provide assistance by email and phone, and the syllabus lists a couple days where she has time available to talk to you synchronously, so please do make use of that. Go ahead and get started with the Week 1 modules, and I look forward to reading your ideas. Welcome to 201.